Hello students, welcome to Archives online classes. Today I am going to discuss the basic terms, concepts, definitions and formulae that we come across in kinematics. Before going to solve the problems in kinematics, every student must know these formulae and concepts. Okay. So for example, take rest, okay, motion, displacement, velocity and acceleration. So let us define the definition and meaning of each term. So first, rest. If the position of the body or particle does not vary with respect to time or surroundings, we say the object is at rest. So let us say a t is equal to 0, the object is at x is equal to 0. Even after some time t, it is at same position, we say the object is at rest. Okay. So rest is a relative term. Okay. Rest is a relative term. Even though with respect to time, you are at rest on earth, but with respect to moon, you may be moving. So rest is always a relative term. Next, motion. If the position of the body varies with time, we say the object is in motion. Okay. Let us say x1 is the position of the body at time t1, s2 is the position of the body at time t2. Okay. So its position changes, we say it is in motion. So that is, if you plot a graph, position versus time, it varies. It may vary linearly or it may vary non-linearly. Next, displacement. Let us discuss the displacement. Okay. Change in the position of a body in a particular direction we call as displacement, or the shortest distance between the two positions, that is initial and final position. So if s1 is the position at time t1, s2 is the position at time t2, so displacement s is equal to final position minus initial position, that is s2 minus s1. Okay. So whereas the distance, okay, is the length of the actual path followed by the particle is called distance. So distance is a scalar quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. So look at an example. Suppose a body traveled 3 meters along east, then 4 meters towards north. Here displacement is 5 meters and distance is 7 meters. Next, velocity. The rate of displacement, okay, rate of change in position with respect to time is called displacement, or simply rate of displacement. That is s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1. Whereas the speed is the distance divided by time. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. So here very important is, in velocity we should differentiate between what is average velocity, what is instantaneous velocity. Average velocity is the total displacement by total time, that is s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1, that is delta s by delta t, that is average velocity. Okay. Total displacement by total time. For a given journey we have only one average velocity, whereas instantaneous velocity is ds by dt. Here the time interval of the journey is very small, that is when time interval for the journey is very small, that is delta t tending to 0, displacement by time is called instantaneous velocity, the velocity at any instant of time. For a given journey we have many instantaneous velocities but only one average velocity. When a body is moving with a uniform velocity, instantaneous velocity and average velocity both are same. When it is moving with non-uniform velocity, they are different. Next, acceleration. Look at the acceleration. The rate of change of velocity is acceleration. Okay. That is, acceleration is v minus u by t, that is t minus 0. Okay. So we can have a uniform acceleration where equal changes in velocity in equal intervals of time. we say the body moving with uniform acceleration. Whereas unequal changes in velocity in equal intervals of time or vice versa, we say it is non-uniform acceleration. Next, let us derive the equations of motion for a uniform accelerated body, that is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is 2as, and Sn, the displacement during nth second of a journey, u plus a by 2 into n minus 1. So all these equations are valid for uniform acceleration. So let us take the first equation. Okay. So the first equation, v is equal to u plus at is the consequence of the definition of acceleration. We know acceleration is rate of change of velocity. So v minus u by t is equal to a. So from that we got v is equal to u plus at. Next, then let us derive the displacement s is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay. So where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration, s is the displacement. We know that total displacement s is equal to average velocity by time. Average velocity is v plus u by 2 into t. In place of v, we can substitute u plus at, then you will get ut plus half at square is equal to displacement. Next, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Okay. We know that v minus u is equal to at, which comes from the definition of acceleration. And also we know that the second equation, the total displacement is equal to average velocity into time. From that you will get v plus u is equal to s by t. Multiply both, you will get v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Next, so the displacement during nth second of journey. Okay. So displacement during nth second of journey is defined as the distance traveled or displacement in n seconds minus distance or displacement in n minus 1 seconds. So substitute s is equal to ut plus half at square. First t is equal to n, then t is equal to n minus 1. You simplify, you will get the displacement of a body in the nth second of journey. Nth second of journey. So next, look at this. Okay. So you can look at for uniform motion how the velocity versus time or displacement versus time. Okay. For uniform accelerated motion, v versus t is a straight line, s versus t is a parabola. Similarly, if it is starting with some initial velocity, this is the formula. This is the s is equal to ut plus half at square, parabola. Okay. Similarly, it may start from some x, s is equal to s naught. These are the equations. Okay. For uniformly retarded motion, it is also a parabola with decreasing slope, s versus t. Okay. So finally, if the acceleration is not uniform, so unequal changes in velocity in equal intervals of time or vice versa, then we have to use calculus method. That is, if a is equal to dv by dt, then integral of dv is equal to integral of a dt, then v minus u is equal to at. So once the a is given in as a function of time, you can find velocity. Similarly, find out displacement. So whenever an object is in non-uniform acceleration, we have to use a calculus method to find either displacement or velocity.